Welcome to Nibble Minds Talks of Self and Spirituality, where we talk about different spiritual concepts as well as different philosophical perspectives. In this video, our focus is going to be on the elephant. Yes, the elephant. The elephant is a great animal. I personally have a lot of love for the elephant. I just think it's great, Before we get into it, one of the first times I've seen an elephant, I haven't seen one in person before. Hopefully I get to do that. But Ong Bak is a movie about a Muay Thai fighter, and he's from a small village. And after he leaves his small village, he's set off because his village is now in a drought because of the imbalance. People are starting to steal Buddha heads, things like that. But elephants were a big point in the Ong Bak series as well as the movie Ong Bak the Thai Warrior. And I seen that movie and I've just always loved elephants. That was one of the things that put me onto elephants, and ever since then I was like, dang, elephants are really cool. And then I've done a little bit of research and I was like, you know what? I like this animal. Now let's get into it. So one of the focus of one of the aspects of the elephant is going to be its memory. Yes, its memory. Elephants are known to be very intelligent. They are very intelligent animals. They can problem solve. They can understand you. They can remember people, places, things. They communicate. They're very intelligent animals, okay? They know what's going on. So we're going to focus on memory. Now, why is memory important? When it comes to life, when it comes to spirituality, anything you do, memory is important. And what does memory also symbolize with the elephant? It symbolizes the past and why the past is important. Now, at least for me, here in America, there's times where people are like, forget about the past. The past is in the past. It's happened. Now you can move to new beginnings. And throughout school and different things I've heard, I've been in history classes where we're going over different belief systems, and across a majority of them, whether it's the West, whether it's the East, whether it's wherever you go, the past is actually a pivotal part of a lot, if not all, spiritual, religious, whatever you want to say. But belief systems, the past is important. Now, why is it important? Well, the past helps to shape who we become in the future. Not only the past, but how we interpret it. And the only way you can interpret the past is if you understand the past, which means you have to look back and remember. You have to. It's just a part of it, okay? So, the reason this can bring up some uneasiness, right, is because of things that happened in the past. Sometimes the past isn't always great. Sometimes the past isn't always the best, okay? That's the truth. All right. A lot of the great things happen in the past, where you have your childhood, you may have good memories, but in terms of not just you, but the world, okay, history of the world, it's not always great, but it's necessary to look back. It's necessary to break down these things because it will give you a better understanding of current situations and how to move forward and the best things you can do for you as well. Okay. And all this is because of the past. All this is because of memory, which the elephant symbolizes. The ability to remember, go back to the past, break it down, decipher it, and take something with you that will last, something that you can take to the future. That's why the past is important. Okay. So, for example, one topic is slavery. Okay. I've heard it in person myself. People are like, if you just don't talk about it, then, forget about it, then you're not giving any energy to it, then you don't have to worry about it. Just let it go. Yes and no, okay? Because when you talk about things, yes, you do give it energy. And in some cases, you may not want to give it energy. But in this case, you do want to give it energy because after you give it energy, you're able to take what you need from it, understand the moments that happen, understand the way you acted, understand the way other people are responding, and then you're able to take that with you, and then you're able to grow from it, okay? So all this ties into why the past is important, okay? And this also goes with karma as well, because when it comes to Any belief system, karma is a part of it. Okay, simply that means what goes around comes around. So, we have a discussion like slavery. This video is not where I'm going to get into and try to break down all the intricacies of how bad it was and what happened. That's not what I'm doing here. Because, truth be told, whoever's watching, who's ever listening, you can do that research and I'm sure you already have an idea. Okay? So, it's important to go back to those things, and not just the negative aspects, right? Like slavery, even though there's a lot of positives that can be taken from it, that was a very horrendous time. That's just the truth. Although there are things like that you can focus on, also go back and focus on some of the positives of history as well. Some of the advancements that, humans as a human race, because there's only one race and that's the human race, an advancement that people have made that gives motivation and push to the future, okay? So you do want to go back and look at positive things and from the grand scale of things, history, the grand scale of time, the ultimate timeline. You want to do that. But then also for yourself, think about your life and the past and how you can grow from it and how it can help you shape you into the person you need to be and also move the way you need to move. That's good for you, okay? And your family, whoever you're taking care of, whoever you're around, okay? But the past is and will always be important. And it's a great and beautiful thing. It will never be a bad thing. Never say never, but it should not be a bad thing. It's not a bad thing. It's a great thing to be able to remember who you are. It's a great thing to be able to go back and be like, I went through this, came out stronger, okay? Got some battle scars, it's okay. It happens. But you have to be able to remember. You have to have that problem-solving ability within you to be able to look at a situation and go, okay, let's break this down. Deep breath. It may be difficult, okay? You may shed some tears. It's real. But it takes work. And that's a part of the symbolism of the elephant. One of the spiritual aspects of the elephant, being able to remember, being intelligent. Elephants are very smart animals. So remember, whoever's listening, whoever's watching, take time, go back. Read a little history. Understand the depth of it. Understand the intentions of it. Get into it. Feel the history. Because it's history that has affected everyone. Okay? That's what makes it so important. It has affected everyone. It has affected the world. It has affected the trees. It has affected the nature, the land, the animals. It affects the mentality. Everything has been affected. And that's why it's necessary to be able to go back and remember. Take time to remember the past. The past helps to shape the future. Okay? That's how we learn, is from the past. Every day. That's what school is. You go to a class, you take that information that you were learning in that class, take it back, study it. Then you come back. All that stuff's from the past. It's just how you learn. Nothing wrong with it. And remember, it can be difficult. That's why I've heard that. And I'm sure you've heard that as well. Just forget about the past. Let the past be the past. No. The past is important. And you need to remember the past. I will remember the past. You should remember the past. And understand how to move forward from that. Okay? So, become like an elephant in the sense of the memory. In the sense of the intelligence. The problem-solving ability. Try to somehow embody aspects of an elephant. Because elephants are very smart, but they're playful creatures as well. Okay? They understand grief. They understand these emotions. They're not dumb animals. So take that aspect of the elephant, the memory aspect. Remember. And after you remember, move forward. Okay. So, that's the video. Hope you enjoyed. Peace.